Hello, is this thing on? Victoria Higginbotham is my daughter, and she has had the luxury of being raised by me and my husband, but she also had the luxury of being raised in a household with many, many different high school foreign exchange students. And of course, my name is Deborah, and I work with Face the World as a regional director. And so I'm interviewing Victoria about her experience having been raised in such a culturally diverse household where we love everybody, no matter what you look like or where you come from, right?
Or smell like.
Or what you smell like. Well, you're talking about your brothers now, not exchange students. Okay, so Victoria, how old were you when we got our first student?
I was about 6 years old, so it's been a long time.
Yes, it has. I was pregnant with William, so that has been a journey. And do you remember who our first student was?
Anna. She was a girl from Russia, and I really, really enjoyed her company. We still follow her on Facebook, and she's getting married, and watching her blossoms really, really cool.
She had a baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was awesome. Okay, yeah, I have great pictures of you at the airport with her, and you were so tiny. Now, how old are you now, Victoria?
I'm 20.
Wow. So what did you tell me the other day that you really appreciated about being raised in such a household where you had so many people from so many countries in and out?
So I learned a lot about communication and learning different dialects and languages and learning how to communicate with someone when there is a language barrier and using body language and hand motions and really, really overcoming and problem solving how to communicate with someone that may or may not know what you're saying, which has helped me a lot at work, and really, really enjoyed that, actually.
Where do you work?
I work at SeaWorld San Antonio.
Awesome. Yeah, go check her out. The animals, not her. And do you think that having different students has helped you be more aware of different, customs and things?
Yes, definitely. There's so many different ways of thinking and living and doing things and mindsets, even within my own country. And going outside of my own country, there's different cultures and whole different world of thinking and doing things that I didn't even think about not having, because I had foreign exchange students.
It would have never occurred to you.
And I wouldn't have been so, maybe I wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't have been as aware of other people and how they are as people and their culture, and as understanding as I am today at my age.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have any memories of cooking with the students?
Yes, food. Food's an amazing thing. My belly shows it. No, it's been really, really cool having exchange students in the house and having different foods and them bringing their foods from their own countries and having their parents send them food and making things in the kitchen and having that bonding experience and trying new things has been one of my favorite things.
You were pretty little, but do you remember Cecile from France freaking out about the garbage disposal? That was
Yes.
so funny. she, you'll throw food in the sink? It was so funny. And what was that soup that you loved from Thailand?
It was actually a rice porridge. It was by the brand Knorr, which I thought was really cool. That brands that we have here in the United States, we also have in other countries. They just make different things according to the place you live, which is really, really neat. But the gist of what it was a porridge, kind of like grits, that kind of texture, but with a flavor of like ramen noodles. It was really, really good.
Do you remember the Kinder Eggs?
Kinder Eggs, chocolate. I love chocolate. It's Kinder Eggs, Milka chocolate, just many different types of treats.
Yeah, Marie spoiled you rotten.
Yes, she did.
And she's been back to visit us like twice, I think.
Yeah, that's been really fun too.
It's fun when you get to reconnect after they go back. You were talking about their language. I was thinking about Pedro. Do you remember when he first came here versus when he left, how his language changed?
Yeah, it's really,
Pedro
really
from
neat.
Brazil.
I mean, they live here for almost a year, so they adapt really, really quickly. I've noticed, and the first month's kind of funny because you're trying to figure out this person, and this person's trying to figure out you, and it's all a very interesting experience, and I wouldn't say shocking, but it's really different at first, and then when you both really get comfortable and start just meshing really well together, their language gets so much better, and your understanding of their language gets so much better. So communication gets really, really great, and they learn so much.
And how often have you shared a room in your life?
More times than I can count.
Actually, I'd be hard pressed to think of when you didn't share a room.
Yes.
That's more to the point. Oh, wow. And you're even sharing right now with your cousin.
Yes.
An exchange student from Tennessee. That's what we make a joke about. My niece Kayla that stays with us. What was that funny story you were telling me about Meow and calling her from our porch?
So we had an exchange student in our house from Thailand, and she had a friend on the street that was also Thai, and everybody called her Meow. And so there was a day that we went out, and I stepped out on my porch, and I was looking for them both. And all the neighborhood kids were out playing, and I was incessantly saying meow over and over again, and my neighbors started to look at me really, really funny, like, why is my neighbor incessantly meowing on her front porch? And I started laughing really, really hard, and then figured that that I looked pretty silly, and explained that it was a person, not a cat.
Oh, that was so funny. And you've got to do a lot of neat things with the exchange students. Like, didn't you go to the Spurs game with Yan Lam from Hong Kong?
Yeah, that was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that.
And then doing the traditions like the Easter eggs. Remember dressing up like zombies with Celine? The makeup was amazing. And everybody in the
I'm
neighborhood-
sorry, Kayla made a really ugly face at me to make me laugh during this interview.
Kayla, don't interrupt our interview.
She walked out the door.
Well, you know, we do live in a busy household. So
We do.
People are going to come and go. I'm amazed the puppy hasn't run in here yet.
But then just that little interaction right there actually is really cool about having someone else in your house. Like, we made joke about my cousin being a foreign exchange student, but it's pretty similar, in all honesty, on having someone that hasn't lived with you come and live with you for an extended period of time. It's pretty similar. And
Yeah.
so that moment I just had with her is something I've experienced so many different times with exchange students.
You
And
got
that
to,
bond.
you start to learn each other's facial expressions. It's so
Mhm.
funny.
Yeah, they become your best friend and your sibling. It's really, really fun. I'm
And
blessed.
you've even done homework as you got older. You had some classes.
Sharing some classes and doing homework with each other, and me not understanding what I'm doing, and they understand what I'm supposed to be doing, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's definitely be good. Do you have any advice for a first-time host family that maybe has teenagers that, you know, might be a little uncertain about a new teenager in the household?
Be open, kind. Treat them like they were your best friend the whole time. You just never met them before.
Yeah, exactly,
And
right?
just really, really open and gentle and kind, and understand they're going to be scared and nervous just like you are. You know, they've never met you, and they're coming to a whole new country away from their families. So having a host family that's really calm and gentle and ready to explore their culture and have them explore yours and go and do things and have fun and engage, that's going to give you the best experience. Communication will always be the best.
Oh, I've raised you well. Communication is always the best. God, I love you, girls. Thank you for doing this for me. Say bye.
Okay, bye guys. Bye internet.